Hello everybody, this is captainjeraw here, doing a guest narration for Smileyz. He did one for me earlier, so I thought, or we agreed it would be good for me to return the favor, and I just like narrating, so yeah, this works out perfectly. This is going to be an RU battle that he had. He's got kind of a bulky offense type of team, kind of featuring a life orb, Subrus, Moltres. But yeah, let's just get right into the battle. So he is going to lead off with his Bouffalant here. I believe this is a banded Bouffalant, so first turn he's just going to go straight for the superpower, and it barely just fails to kill this Pharaoh Seed. I'm pretty sure that's a physically defensive one. But instead of setting up the hazards, the opponent goes right for the Thunderwave, which really is weird because usually they don't go for Thunderwave first turn. But yeah, anyway, he suspects that this Bouffalant is choiced and goes right into his Nidoqueen, which is able to tank that pretty easily. And Smileyz is just going to go straight into his Moltres, predicting the Earth power, and usually because Nidoqueen sometimes don't carry Thunderbolt, or if he did carry it, he wouldn't go for it on the Bouffalant. Goes for Substitute, predicting the switch, because Moltres can just clean take out this Nidoqueen with the Fire Blast. But the opponent might have thought he was a bulky one and thought he could live, maybe, so he stays in, and just gets taken out by this Fire Blast, which is good, because Nidoqueen is a threat, and it's gone. So the opponent goes into his Quagsire, which is going to scare this Moltres out, but as you're going to see later, there could have been a different play that could have changed this. But yeah, anyway, so the Quagsire goes for the Curse, which is definitely pretty premature because he does have, or Smileyz has the Rhydon, which is basically a perfect check, or countered Quagsire. Goes for the Leaf Storm and misses, which is actually pretty unfortunate. This is a Scarfed Rhydon. And I believe that would have been a 2-hit KO on this Luxray. But he goes into his Rhydon, and normally Rhydon would wall the crap out of Luxray and could just kill with an Earthquake, but he is on a balloon and he gets the really unfortunate freeze. And even though Ice Fang is super effective, this is still not doing very much damage, so Smileyz has lots of opportunities to try to thaw out here. But unfortunately he doesn't, which is really unfortunate because if that had not happened, this Luxray would be dead, and Rhydon is always definitely useful. It could have checked his Ursaring, so yeah. Goes into Bouffalant thinking he can take a hit and just retaliate with a head charge, but the Luxray turns out to have the superpower, which I guess since no one ever uses Luxray, he was not expecting that. I wouldn't have expected it either, but yeah. So he goes into his Accelgor, and the opponent switches into Hitmonlee, which is a pretty decent check to Accelgor because it resists the bug and has pretty good natural special defense. And he goes right for the Fake Out here. This is, oh wait, no, that was not normal gem, so yeah. Smileyz goes for the Focus Blast because it is his strongest move against this Hitmonlee, and just because nothing else on his team can really switch into Hitmonlee. He could have switched into Moltres or Feraligatr, but Feraligatr could not have taken a fighting move, and Moltres is at so low health that probably could not have taken one either. And the opponent goes for a Fighting Gem boosted Mach Punch there. So he wasn't on Burn set, but since he had the Fighting Gem, not the normal gem, he could not get that off earlier. But yeah, so Smileyz goes into Moltres now as the opponent sends in Quagsire. Again, he's going to switch out on this Quagsire and go into Rotom because it's the perfect check because it resists water and isn't hit by ground and can OHKO with a Leaf Storm. So speaking of Leaf Storm, he's just going to go for that right now on this Luxray. Oh wait, no, he's going to Trick. He should have gone for the Leaf Storm there because Leaf Storm is a 2-hit KO or an OHKO for all the members on his team. But I guess he just wanted to trick in case, or so he can switch up moves if need be, I'm pretty sure. So he goes into Feraligatr predicting the Ice Fang, and because he is that Luxray Scarf now, he can basically play around it just based on what move he locks himself into. He goes into the Rotom on a balloon, and since a Rotom has that, electric typing, a balloon is pretty necessary, so that is not a bad trade-off, Rotom on a balloon, you guys should run it. Anyway, don't run Rotom on a balloon, by the way. So he's going to go into his Feraligatr, kind of his death fodder, or pivot fodder, just because it's kind of a toss-up there, whether it's kind of a hard prediction to make, whether he's going to go for the Ice Fang or predict or not. And he did not really need his Feraligatr, because the opponent does have a Quagsire, which is a pretty decent check to Feraligatr, and yeah. And the opponent goes into his Ursaring here, and he protects on the Leaf Storm, I believe, yep, just to get his Quick Feet activated. And now that his Quick Feet is activated, he's going to be able to go for the Facade and take out this Rotom, and now the score is 3-1 on the opponent's side, and all that Smileyz has left is his offensive Moltres at 31%. But he is actually faster than this Ursaring, even with Quick Feed, which is good, and he's able to OHKO this. So now, at the range that he's at, he can just barely live 2 more Life Orb Recoil, and he's able to take out this Quagsire. So this is awesome. Like, he's able to come back from being 2 Pokemon down just because this Moltres is just such a beast, man. It was able to OHKO a Quagsire with something that wasn't a grass move. That is just amazing. And yeah, he went for the Roost instead of the Fire Blast on that Pharisee just because, in case it missed, and the opponent is going to run. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed my narration. If you did, you can feel free to come and check out my channel. I do some Minecraft videos and some Pokemon Showdown videos of my own. And I believe that link will probably be in the description, and yeah, it was definitely a pleasure doing this guest narration for Smileyz. I hope we can do some more in the future, so yeah. Anyways, I think I'm done rambling for now, so if you guys enjoyed, see ya!